Welcome to the very first classic game room broadcasting from within the Magic El Camino in space. This is the review of SUIKODEN Tactics on the PlayStation 2. Everyone, honk for safety. In space, no one can hear you honk unless you have an artificially generated atmosphere, which we do. So, honk away. It may look like strategy, but SUIKODEN Tactics is all about the dialogue and voice acting.
No! Make it stop!
From 2005 on the PlayStation 2, this is a tactics spin-off of Konami's SUIKODEN RPG series. It's SUIKODEN Tactics, if that's how you pronounce it. It's a popular RPG on the PlayStation 1, not one I'm familiar with, but I love tactical strategy games, so I jumped at the chance to play this. Not knowing any of the characters or backstory or whatever, I like the game a lot. It's extremely challenging though. It's a game that should keep tactics fans busy for many, many hours, especially considering you'll be replaying a lot of battles and grinding. I love it when a plan to use magic comes together and actually works. Man, it's easy to mess up a battle on this game. One wrong move and you'll be replaying the last 45 minutes of your life. To sum it up, I don't find the storyline, characters, or visual presentation terribly exciting, but I really like the gameplay. It takes a while to get into it, though. To start off, here's a look at our characters, all of whom should be replaced by Vanzers from Front Mission. That would make things a lot easier if you could just shower enemies with missiles. Screw magic. I'm editing this now as I record, and I haven't seen some of this footage in months. I forgot you start off as kids, fighting creatures like this. Oh, I missed the days when they were so easy. I've been playing this game for months. It's the perfect kind of game to hit on the treadmill or if you're just trying to unwind. Until it starts to get frustrating, then it's personal. There's a couple things you need to keep an eye on here in SUIKODEN Tactics. Number one, the elemental tile that you're standing on. What color is it? That's a big part of the game. If you're magic, you want to be on a magic tile, or at least a neutral one. There's also Earth, Wind, and Fire. They were a great band. If you're on a friendly elemental tile, you're stronger and you have better defense. The same goes for the enemy. They're very hard to kill when they're on a compatible element, and you can change the ground tiles during battle using magic, which you'll want to do. Also, you'll need to be powerful, so grind a lot. There's missions that you can play over and over again to increase your strength, and you meet a lot of friends along the way. You'll have a huge cast of characters to choose from. In fact, at times it's overwhelming. There's like too many of them. But considering they can get killed off in battle, maybe it's not a bad thing. Be careful when breaking in new recruits. You may want to drag them through some dungeons first until they get some health. If you send them into an important battle too early, you may not have them around too long. Fortunately, I didn't save this game, so Axel is still hanging in there. So what's the plot? Why are you fighting? You know, after so many months of playing this, I kind of forget. Something about rune cannons, and I think Kirill's dad is turned into a fish person. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the series itself. It doesn't seem like the most exciting storyline, but the battles themselves are great, because just when you think you've won, the enemy summons like 10 more people onto the battlefield, and you just have to keep staying alive. So mind your resources, keep a lot of health in your pockets, and I think it helps to fight as a tight group. Keep your weaker characters, your mages, in the middle, and then send your stronger guys around to wreak havoc.
It's a fight!
There's a wide variety of character classes, and you can spend a lot of time outfitting them, equipping them, and just tinkering to make the strongest team possible. You can spend a lot of time in this one. It's not a game that you'll rush through, so I've got to give a big classic game room shout out and thank you to Mohammed from Qatar for sending this one to the show. It's a special edition that comes with a soundtrack CD as well. Suikoden Tactics. Is it as good as Konami's Vandal Hearts? I don't think so, to be honest. Those games have a lot of style. This one is just harder and a bit more complex. If you see the enemy start to use spells on you, you silence them quickly, by the way. Nothing will take you down faster than magic. Even the fish people don't put up much of a fight compared to those guys. It's Suikoden Tactics. Thanks again, Mohammed. This one is for those of you who dig games like Final Fantasy Tactics, Front Mission, Vandal Hearts, Fire Emblem, except this time it's Suikoden. Like kart racing, every game needs a tactics game. Now, when do I get Sonic the Hedgehog Tactics? Everybody be careful not to drop the microphone. It's like the car wasn't designed to do this or something. Ah! Help! This doesn't look like a giant clusterfuck at all, does it?